You rolling? Good afternoon, folks. My name's Toad. Welcome to Visordown. Today we are coming to you from the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit, where we have been testing out Ducati's DRE Racetrack Academy course. So this has been a pretty big day for Ducati. This is the first time that the DRE has actually ever come to the United Kingdom for the Racetrack Academy. In fact, they've only ever done a handful of events outside of mainland Europe. They normally take place in sort of Italy, Spain, around those regions. So they really do reserve these events for special occasions and big tracks, and that's exactly what this has been today. It really drilled home how much Europeans think of the Silverstone circuit with the amount of people who flew in from different countries. I mean, there wasn't just people from Europe. The people come from the UAE. There are people from Canada. You know, there's people from all over that are just absolutely itching to ride the Silverstone circuit because it's not something they get to do very often. So the bikes that we've been riding on this one are the standard Ducati V4, not the V4S. So it's been an interesting day for me on a couple of accounts. The only riding or race schools that I've ever done before was the Ron Haslam school quite a long time ago. And also, I've not really had very much experience of the stock V4. So this has obviously got the manual Showa suspension. It's fully adjustable, but it's not electronically semi-active like the S model. So I've talked about the bike. I've talked a little bit about the course, but what actually is the DRE Racetrack Academy? Well, if you think about it like a riding school with a bit of a premium touch, normally there are a lot of riding schools and race schools out there where you go along and they'll have a brace of bikes for you and you can go there and you'll get coaching and so on and so forth. But this is a bit more of an all-encompassing experience. So not only do you get like the time on the track, but you get time with the engineers, you get time with the riders. And there are quite a few big name riders here. I mean, just to name the 3 or 4 that I can remember, we've been riding today with Michele Pirro, who is a multiple Italian champion and world superbike racer. He's he's Ducati's official test rider. Chaz Davis, obviously a massive name from the world of world superbike. We've also got the grandson of the founder of Lamborghini here, who is actually one of the Racetrack Academy's coaches on the track. So yeah, there's Carol Abrams here as well. So there's some big names that you're riding with. But what the DRE does, it doesn't just give you access to them and their knowledge on the track and they can coach you and teach you. You actually get to sit with them at dinner because you get 2 nights included at the Hilton Garden Inn for this particular course at Silverstone. So you get a couple of nights in the Hilton Garden Inn where you can meet them in the bar after you've been riding. Go and have a drink, go and have a chat, talk about their experience and what they've been up to and some of the races that they've had. So it is a bit more than just a typical race school in that the names that you've got at the DRE, especially at the event that we've come to today, are really very big names, and that is a very, very big draw. So the DRE itself is, you couldn't call it a track day. It is a track school. It's a racetrack academy. It's not an open pit lane. You do get supplied bikes, but you're put into groups and they kind of group you by your experience and your speed on the track. And they do move people around as well if they think somebody needs to go up into another group, or if somebody has to go down into a lower group to be a bit more comfortable, they will accommodate that as well. But it is not a track day. But what you do get is you get an ex-World Superbike or MotoGP racer leading you around the circuit, and then what they'll do, they'll wave you past them so that you ride in front of them. And they have a GoPro fitted to the front of the bike, and then once you come in from those sessions, they'll kind of download the GoPro footage, get it up on a big screen in front of you, and with a map of the circuit by their side, they'll talk you through your lap and they'll talk you through where you might be able to find extra time, where you might be able to corner a little bit safer. If you're running too wide on one section and it's making it tighter for your next corner, that can help you out there, which was one of my problems. I was running too deep into the section just before the start-finish straight on the wing straight just there. I think this straight is called Brooklands. You come out of the Brooklands corner over the new start-finish. There's Vale chicane there, and I was running too deep into Vale and putting too much stress through the front tyre. So Michele Pirro sort of downloaded that footage, took me through it and told me where I can be a bit quicker in that corner without having to use so much lean angle and so much of the front tyre, which was really very helpful. Who is this for? Okay, this experience, this racetrack experience, is for a number of different people. So if you want to come and ride with some of your heroes and just share track time with them and share some stories in the bar and go to dinner with them and so on and so forth, it's a perfect opportunity for you to do that. And in a lot of cases, that's a money can't buy ticket. In some cases, you just simply don't get to do that in the normal world. If also you are an you dipped your toe into track day riding and you enjoy riding on track, but you just want to be able to improve in a couple of areas, and you feel that you'd like to get that information from somebody who's got all of that experience and all of that knowledge to download it and give it to you, again, it would be absolutely perfect. I would say the only situation where you might not get everything from the DRE is if you are an absolute track day addict and you love going on track days and you ride throughout the year on track days and you are very, very into them and you spend a lot of money on them. This course, it might be that not the pace of the riding. The pace of the riding was fine in our group. It was much quick enough for me. But the pace of the day in general, with those sessions sat down in between, you just might find that bit a little bit slow. I mean, we had 4 20-minute sessions, and because the Ducati team and the team here at Silverstone ran the day very smoothly, we actually managed to steal a little bit of time at the end as well. So we got, 4 sessions plus a little 10-minute extra session right at the end. But there we go, that's my opinion of the Ducati DRE Racetrack Academy. I hope you've liked that video. If you have, please drop a like and hit subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of our latest videos. And for all the latest reviews, news and motorcycle features, get yourself over to Visordown.com. Thank you very much, folks.